Okay, yeah. What I'm understanding is like you are really, really about to go back to that place, to that person, to that thing, because you feel overwhelmed, because you feel all of these emotions, because you're upset, because you're angry, because you're sad, because you're feeling the crushing of the Lord. You're feeling like going back to those things that kept you bound, whether it may be alcohol, whether it may be sex, whether it may be whatever it is that you usually would go to when you were feeling overwhelmed or frustrated or disappointed or angry, or whatever emotions are coming up in your life right now that are coming from the Lord, actually, that are coming from the crushing of the Lord. Actually, the Lord is crushing you right now. He's crushing you while expecting you to turn to Him. Not to those old things that you used to turn to. Not to those familiar ways. That is the whole point of this process. Crushing you to become the person that the Lord has created you to be. Bringing you out of those places that you were familiar with, that only destroyed you, tried to destroy you, that only held you bound, that only held you captive, right? That is part of the process. That is part of the refinery. That is part of the crushing. It hurts. It's uncomfortable. It's annoying. It's frustrating. It's really annoying. But you got to go through this process. You got to get over this hump, and you got to get over those things that try to continue to keep you bound throughout your life. Those things that you know are not right for you, that are not good for you. You are a disciple. You are a leader. How are you supposed to help other people come out of things if you're continuing to stay in those same things? You got to understand who you are, whose you are, and what is your purpose. Right now, you are a disciple, and you're going through the crushing process. You're going through the sanctification. You're learning how to trust the Lord. You're learning how to trust yourself. All right? So do not go back to that place. Do not go back to that thing. Do not pick up your phone and call that person. Go through the process. Feel through the process. Trust through the process. Do something different this time, because the Lord is watching you. He's watching your every move. He's trying to grow you. He's trying to bring you to the next level. Remember that. He is wanting you to help His people. He is wanting you to lead His people. So you cannot continue to stay back there in that place where the Lord is calling you out of, where the Lord has called you out of, and where you've been out of. Just because you are feeling this way, just because you're overwhelmed, just because you're feeling all of these emotions, just know that sometimes the Lord will allow the enemy to attack you, to test you, to see exactly where you are at on this phase, what level you're at, where you're going to continue to go back to. Are you going to pass the test this time? Or are you going to let the enemy win? You've already passed the test so many times. You are at a new place. You are at a new level, and the Lord is just trying to bring you higher. So of course, you're going to be tested. Of course, your faith is going to be tested, because at the end of the day, this is a faith walk. You are a disciple. You are a leader. You are called to ministry. When you are called to ministry, you are called to set free, heal, and deliver. But first, the Lord has to do those things within you. So remember that the next time you are tempted to go back to those old things, those old ways, just know that there are people that are depending on you. You are meant to lead others to Christ. You play a major role in the Lord's kingdom. You have a major job to fulfill. So remember that the next time you even think about going back to those old things. You are at a new place. You are a new person. The Lord is just seeing if whether or not He needs to dump you into the washer again. But you have already been in that washer so many times. Aren't you ready to get dried off? Anyways, love y'all. Peace.